Oh my god, you guys. I don't know if this is okay. Excuse me. If this is okay for you too, but oh my god. My gynecologist is right. I should be a comedian. I went to the bathroom and then this was last night. I went to the bathroom at around 1:30 and then I thought of something like, where it says on Google that the Depo-Provera is a hormonal birth control. Well, I said to myself, yeah, I don't want any penises or vaginas, like teeny tiny penis and vagina cells running around in my bloodstream. And then thought about it more. I'm like, well, probably when I'm angry, that's probably what they're doing. This is a penis, this is a vagina, and oh my god. And I was like hysterically laughing. But yeah, I am right. That was what they'd be doing if I'm raging pissed off. Oh Lord. I die laughing a lot. But yeah, I'm gonna take my vitamins now and do a couple of quizzes. Now don't get mad when you're taking the quizzes. Just search for it and take a guess. Okay. I got more B12 on Wednesday it was. Yeah, I'm wearing this shirt just out of because. So I'm going to do a couple of quizzes in case if I feel really, really tired after I get done eating my turkey meal. That way I can take a nap too after that. But yeah, I gotta show you the outside real quick. Oh, I forgot to shut off this fan. Yeah. Oh, I gotta grab E and P here. Come on. So that's the outside, okay? Clear day. Come on, E. Gotta grab my phone cord too. So I'll do a couple of quizzes and yeah. There we go. There we go. Set this down for a few seconds here. I should make a list too on what I need to discuss with my primary doctor. Because like somebody said on YouTube, you could talk about all these other things and then you'd be like, oh, I forgot to tell them about this mole in the back of my neck or whatever. You know? So, I should make a list. So, I should put this. Yeah. Alright. So, okay.
I'd look out the window and hang on the window, then I'd get down and push that button and cock my head a little bit, you know, and then I'd get up and take a look. I'm trying to get this car down there on that main road. I didn't know which way I was going when I got there, but I knew that road I can't go on. I need to leave by.
What do you think you're doing?
Let go of me. I want to see my mama.
You get out of that car right now. Don't you know you can...
Just jerked open and she reached in and grabbed me up.
At 9 p.m., Mike and Bill Goins rendezvoused with Steve Marks. The house where they met was just 200 feet from a 24-hour do-it-yourself car wash.
I don't know, we were thinking about going out to eat. Well, we can go over to my house for some spaghetti. When we were on the porch, all we could see was the side of the car wash and the vacuum canisters where cars are vacuumed outside of the stalls. So when we heard the scream and the car door or trunk slam, all we saw was the car pull out.
All right, you guys. I'm gonna walk over now to the cafe. So, I'll be about 10 minutes or something like that going there, and 10 minutes back. So, I ordered it with chicken dumpling and chocolate banana pie.
That night, and he didn't
I'm
see
back,
me.
and my back is
And
killing me
screaming in a
again.
horrible voice. He's screaming, "Get out of here!" Real loud and running,
This
chasing.
must be my
And so right away,
pie.
I was afraid for him. What was
You got
happening? Who
some?
he was chasing out.
This is the chicken
Betty ran to the
dumpling.
shop where a number of fire extinguishers were stored. She
Extra
was met first
gravy
by
on
Don,
the
then by
side
Hans.
for the broccoli.
No matter what type of severe asthma you have, Tespire can help you have fewer attacks
Broccoli.
and relieve your asthma
Ow.
symptoms. Tespire is an
That's the
allergy
broccoli
for
with the
people 12 and
water,
over. It is
hot
not a
water
rescue
in
medication.
there.
Don't take Tespire if you're allergic to it.
And
Allergic
these are the
reactions may occur and can be serious.
crackers
Rash or
and
eye allergy can happen.
napkin.
Don't stop your asthma treatments unless your doctor tells you to. Tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection or your asthma worsens. Sore throat, joint, and back pain may occur. Avoid live vaccines. No matter who you are, ask your asthma specialist about
More
Tespire today.
crackers. And this was all $20
I got to the
and
shop, I
5
got a
cents.
ladder and came into Jill's room and just shoved that ladder right through the window.
I gotta take Advil. My back is killing me.
Flames, totally engulfed in flames. And I didn't get any response or see anybody.
Hans, Betty, and Donnie continuously returned to the warehouse for fire extinguishers.
Get a call, Friday.
Yes, I did. Yes.
Jill and Julie. Have you seen Jill and Julie?
No.
I remember asking Donnie as we were chasing back and forth for fire extinguishers, did you see anybody?
to you
He
in a
said no, he
second
didn't
what I
see
got.
anything.
Fire trucks roared to the scene within 15 minutes. But for Hans and Betty, assuming that Jill and Julie were still inside the trailer, it was an eternity.
Oh, here's my extra 10. And here's my
Minutes later, the Hansons were both shocked and relieved when a neighbor noticed a crumpled figure in a vacant lot across the road.
Yeah, I might need to take a nap after eating all
Julie was
this.
nearly dead.
I heard that story
Gaping
before.
wound in her stomach.
They both die.
I heard somebody yell from across the street. We found one of them or something
Stuffing,
like that.
mashed
And the next thing,
potatoes,
Donnie came running up on the deck.
turkey,
And he said, we found Julie. Julie's out. I got her out.
turkey,
And my first question
stuffing,
to him was, how bad is
mashed
she burned?
potatoes.
He didn't give me an answer. Of course, I just
Alright.
Point a gun and blame, think, I did this, if it was used in the commission of this crime. At that time, I didn't know if it had been or not.
A third incident was also difficult to reconcile. Donnie's 5 a.m. visit to the warehouse and the explanation he gave police.
And it was one of those things in the old store where one lie leads into another and they just start rolling in. And I said, well, I was coming in to check on my dog, which I wasn't really checking on the dog. And I was going back there to get the gun, and that's the story that I told them. But I think that I reacted out of ignorance and out of stupidity, and that's what got me in trouble.
I came out to feed my dog. That was the truth.
The accusation.
Early the next morning, Rick made a horrifying discovery. During the night, the tenant in apartment 1B hanged himself in his bathroom. The coroner's office estimated the time of death as around midnight, exactly 1 hour after Lloyd's dad stopped howling. 5 days later, Buff howled again, and another tenant died. For the next 2 weeks, the building was quiet, and then the howling started again. Including those from the most sacred of all, the crow. The next day, before the ceremony started, Jason allowed ambition to win out over honor. He disobeyed the ancient funeral custom for his own selfish gain.
How could you?
Truly, you gotta understand, these pictures are very important to me.
My grandfather was right about you. Your heart is not pure.
Trula, wait! Trula! Trula, wait!
In this case. Teresa and Paul Stamper of Kingfisher, Oklahoma were married in 1982. Paul was a successful local businessman. At the time, Teresa had no idea that Paul was also a convicted felon with a violent criminal past.
I know you're with someone now. I want to know who you were with, and I want to know it now!
In past using the same system.
Just this past month, I reached $8,000 in revenue, and I'm on track to reach $10,000 in revenue this month.
I've been able to go from 0 to 22K in 7 months, and of course, this completely changed my life.
I do this on a part-time basis, about 5 to 10 hours a week. I earn about $40,000 a year. There's no other job that pays with that little time.
The best part is this is literally a done-for-you system. You're not buying any merchandise, you're not storing any merchandise, you're not shipping any merchandise, and you need zero tech skills to get started in making thousands.
Monday morning in 18 I couldn't find a story to save my life. It wasn't my fault. As I looked around, everybody else seemed to have a story. Were they just trying to get us all in a trap?
Clickety-clack, clickety-clack, that's the way to go, Roy. Wally! Listen, when I was a young reporter back in New York, we didn't have modern machines like that.
We'll tell you whether this story is true or false at the end of our show. Next, a pleasure trip turns into a voyage into terror on Beyond Belief, Fact or Fiction.
A flight on an airplane can be a great escape from the pressures of the world, especially if you're traveling for pleasure. You can avoid the phone and the fax if you choose to, and simply make yourself at home, high above the cares of the world. Beth McGuire is going on vacation. She's flown many times before to Europe, Asia, and beyond, but she's about to take off on a trip where the final destination is beyond belief.
It just disappears. But from then on, there was a feeling of friendship that permeated the whole group. It was wonderful. I never forget.
Fritz never did forget the lessons he learned that night, and he never stopped hoping that he would someday be reunited with one of the American GIs. Against all odds, it was a dream that came true. Here's Keeley to tell you how it happened.
Bob, after our most recent broadcast of Fritz's story, a man named Eldridge Ward called our phone center. He's a volunteer chaplain at a nursing home in Frederick, Maryland.
And Sherry came up and she saw the picture scan. And of course she panicked. And then she says, "Oh my God, this is Keith."
There were 5 pictures in all. They looked official, and each showed a different view of Keith Warren hanging by his neck. Mary forced herself to look, and in the process, she found a glaring discrepancy.
His clothing, it didn't fit him. That's when we started to realize he was wearing his clothing. He's got a long sleeve shirt on, looks fairly new. He's got like corduroy jeans on.
17.
Okay, right, this is banana chocolate I got from the cafe.
Oh, right here.
And tastes good. And I'm not gonna eat too much of that at once because I don't want to have any digestive issues like pooping, barfing issues. So just gonna eat it at a slow pace and put it away and stuff. Half eat it, and you know what I mean. But yeah, I'm making a long list to talk to my primary doctor about tomorrow. I'm gonna show her this shirt. This is why I'm wearing it today. I wear shirts twice, so all right.
Find that in an inmate. I think it's easy for staff to let their guard down. You know, I think you always have to be careful with an individual like that.
I dreamt about you last night.
Yeah, what did I do?
You didn't do anything. And that's just it. It was...
Cephalonus' new home was literally a prison without bars. Karen could now visit unsupervised almost whenever she wanted. But with this new freedom came the ultimate temptation.
I want that dream.
We'll be patient, and it'll happen.
Unless we make it happen. I don't know if you're ready for
This
that.
case on radio talk shows. By January of 1994, David and his girlfriend Elaine had set up housekeeping together. David was hoping a temporary job at United Parcel Service would become permanent.
What? What about the job? Are they gonna keep him?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I'm doing everything I should do. Dave was very enthusiastic about getting on board with them. I think it was something where he felt that he could have a full-time, steady occupation.
David expected to hear about the UPS job on January 5th, 1994.
Hi guys, yeah, in a little bit I think I'm gonna go back in the shower and wash my hair. It's like dry scalp, God. I just showered yesterday, for fuck's sake. Jeez. This is so annoying.
I'm angry what happened to my son. I'm angry that someone could do that.
Hi, you guys. I just got done eating a chicken, bacon, mac and cheese.
Said to my wife, it's time for us to say goodbye.
I'm sorry, I just had to see something.
Seemed like the end was very near.
Ew. I have to use this floss on my teeth. But yeah, I'm gonna take a shower in a few minutes, okay? So you'll be seeing this right here. So see you later. I feel like I gotta sneeze. Oh, excuse me. I felt that coming. Hi, guys. I'm gonna take my shower now. Yes, I flossed. But yeah, I'm gonna take my shower now. And so, after my shower, I still want to do a quiz. And so, yeah, so I'm gonna leave you on a little longer. I just gotta see something here. What the hell? Oh, 64%. Okay. I have a hard time winning that other level in Dreamland Story. I'll show it to you real quick, even if I don't win it, I will show it to you. But yeah, it's really tough. I'm like, what the hell, you know? And that other bubble, witch bubble game, you know? It's like hard to do too. Can't pass that freaking level. Yeah, guys, so I've been all ready for bed for like over an hour now. All I want to do is like strip myself and get under the covers. But I also need to finish typing something up of that list from my doctor. I wish to feel fucking better already. I hate reminiscing back to my past like I'm almost doing right now, silently in my head. You know, I'm sick and tired of crying. I'm sick and tired of it. I know I can't control the universe to control the past on what happened is what happened, you know, but I regret what happened, you know. God, it's just hard to explain, you know. I don't know if this is depression or what. I'm not really depressed. It's just, I just regret the stuff that happened to my past and everything. But yeah, I'm gonna get going to bed here. Oh, I gotta play Bingo Blitz. I almost forgetting. So I gotta set my scheduled app too. So if that app doesn't work, good night now. Sorry if I bore you. Mom, you know the rules. No scaring me. And hug and kiss my baby kitty Patty.
G47. B12. B8. O72. Round over.
Library in a long time, but I went back this past summer. It had probably been a little bit over a year since the last time that I had been there. I needed to go there to print off a couple of documents. I was starting a new job and did not have a printer at my apartment, so I went to the library. It was only about 5 minutes away. When I got inside, things were very quiet. There was not a whole lot of other people there. I found the computer lab area relatively fast. They had a couple of printers that you could use. The library probably had about 20 computers, and maybe 3 other people were there scattered around.
Situation. Vivian hastily fled the set without looking back. Later, she went to the weight loss clinic, but even the doctor was powerless to help her after learning the reason behind her condition. The worm inside her had become one with her body. Vivian pleaded with the doctor to come up with a solution as she was being tormented beyond endurance. She would rather rid herself of the worm inside her than lose her modeling career. Reluctantly, the doctor handed Vivian a bottle of potion, cautioning her to be careful. Since the worm had occupied most of her intestines, the potion would cause discomfort to the worm, prompting it to leave her body through excretion. Vivian would then have to quickly pull out the worm. Following the doctor's instructions, Vivian
There was also
consumed
no
all-
possibility his doppelganger could have entered or exited the home by conventional means during the brief moments his wife looked away. One might conclude she simply hallucinated seeing Jason. But the accurate details of his work attire at the time seem to preclude even this. Several years later, in 2006, now divorced and working as a policeman in Killeen, Texas, Jason became involved in an eerily similar occurrence with his new girlfriend, who lived 2 hours north in Wichita Falls. One evening, after assisting with apprehending a wanted fugitive wielding a shotgun, Jason received another distress call from his girlfriend, who claims she just saw him standing in a living room.
Chris sides with his mother, while Kathy walks away. Meanwhile, the twin boy obtains a pet mouse, and the attic's window is securely barred again. Once again, the grandma discovers Chris chatting with Kathy Bear in a bathtub and calls them sinners. Chris then angrily chases her away for antagonizing their innocent chattery. At night, the twin boy goes to the attic to feed the mouse, causing his siblings to panic because they think the brother is missing. Fortunately, they eventually find him sleeping in a basket with the mouse in his hand because it escaped from its cage. Kathy then returns to their bedroom, but the grandma corners her, locks Chris in their closet, and then mercilessly chops Kathy's beautiful long hair. The closet door eventually